What's good, everyone? My name is Kalen, joined by my co-host, as always, Luca Rayswag, and this is the Huddle Break podcast. How you doing today, Ray?
Great. It's good to be back.
Yes, sir. We've had a few weeks off, man. You've been hella sick. I've been very sick. I have my wisdom teeth out, so we've been taking some time off the last 2 months, really. It's been weird, but I'm glad we're back today. We got a lot to talk about. We're gonna be starting it off with our updated NFL power rankings. We're gonna follow that with our NFL award predictions, and we're gonna end the show with our Week 18 predictions. Before we get into that, Ray, there's anything you want to talk about? Derrick Henry being elevated off IR, anything like that?
Yeah, I'm excited for that. I think this playoffs is gonna be one for the books.
I do too,
Um,
man.
Dude,
It's so
literally can't wait.
competitive. It's so
It's
competitive.
it's insane. You could just about see every team other than I don't know the Eagles,
Yeah,
but
that I was gonna say the same thing. I
yeah,
could see every single team in the playoffs right now except the Eagles making a
right,
run. Literally every
right,
single. It's crazy. It's
yeah.
insane. So yeah, let's jump into it, man. Let's start with our power rankings. So we're gonna do it like we always do, 10 to 6, then 5 to 1. Ray, lead us off, man. What's your 10 to 6?
Yeah, this was tough because, like, obviously, my Super Bowl pick for the AFC at the beginning was the Chargers,
Yeah,
and they still look really good, and they still probably will make the playoffs. They just got to beat the Raiders. I don't have them in my top 10 just because I just think there's right now, it's just I can't put them in there yet. Not to
I
say they won't
agree.
make a run because I still think they could.
Yeah.
But 10 through 6, I've got Patriots 10, Bills 9, Cowboys 8, Bengals 7, Cards 6.
You know, we're pretty similar. We have I think four of the same five. Um, I did rank the Bengals a little higher than you because they did
Mm.
just beat the Chiefs. And they looked fantastic. I mean, that game was crazy. The Jamar Chase with 260 yards, breaking records. You know, the rookie record, the youngest player to do 250 and three. I mean, that game was incredible, and it showed that that team can keep up with the most explosive offenses in the NFL, and that they're
Yeah.
just, they're up there. But other than that, pretty similar. I'll go through mine real quick. I got Pats 10, Bills 9. I have Cardinals at 8, Rams at 7, and Cowboys at 6.
Wow.
I do know that
That
the
is
the,
wow.
the Cardinals just beat the Cowboys, but I genuinely believe, dude, that was just another game. I mean, did you watch it, Ray?
I watched some of it. Yeah.
Did you watch the ending?
I did
Like,
see the ending.
dude, they
Yeah.
literally we got a fumble on the last drive and they didn't call it.
Yeah,
Like
it
it
was a
was
fumble. It was a fumble,
the
to be
the
fair.
Cowboys would have won that game or at the very least tied it up and gone to overtime. And and also they just fell flat, man. They woke up in the second half and they looked really good. I think they are a better team when they play to their potential. I think they're probably a top 3 team in the NFL when they play to their potential. But the Cowboys' issue is that they aren't living up. The offense doesn't live up to their potential. I mean, against the
Right.
Cardinals, Amari Cooper and CeeDee Lamb were barely getting catches. They couldn't get open. They were dropping balls. Dak was inaccurate at times, man. It's just I don't know. This team is a top 3 talent when they're playing at their best. But
Yeah. So I've got three things to say if I could.
yeah, go ahead,
So
man. Of course.
first, just on what you said there, I definitely agree. Like, and the reason I have the Cardinals over the Cowboys, like obviously they beat them, but the Cardinals also were without Rondale Moore, James Conner, and DeAndre Hopkins,
Yeah.
and not comparing them to the Cowboys, but that they're gonna make the Cardinals extremely potent in the playoffs.
Oh yeah.
They're gonna be a force. I mean, they're still an insane team, and I think the Cowboys will be fine. I mean, they just got to get in their groove for sure. Um, I think they'll be just fine. Secondly, about the Bengals, the reason I have the Chiefs over the Bengals, or the Bengals not that high up, is just because, like, dude, playing the Chiefs at Arrowhead in the playoffs is difficult. Like,
Oh
that's
yeah.
tough. And I haven't, and like, I love the Bengals. I predicted them in the playoffs. People said I was crazy, and they
They
made it.
did. I did. That was a
Now,
good
I didn't
prediction.
think they were going to win the division, but like, damn, they definitely look solid. I'm excited to watch. They're probably one of the most fun teams right now, so I'm excited for them. And lastly, oh, I was going to say, Bills pick up the
The
Cardinals
Rams, I
Chiefs.
had Rams at 7. So
Right? Yeah, I was going to be like, what the
yeah,
heck is that?
man, I'm just not a believer in the Rams. I
Interesting.
I, I don't Matthew Stafford. I mean, dude, the games they're winning, the way he's playing, like I just don't see them lasting the playoffs with him throwing 3 interceptions a game. I mean,
Hmm.
they just barely beat the Ravens, who didn't even have Lamar Jackson. They had Tyler Huntley, who was not playing well.
He's not
Um,
bad though.
oh, he's not bad, but he wasn't playing well. Matt Stafford had 2 interceptions, and they were pretty bad.
Hmm.
Um, as well as then they played against the Vikings, they barely won. He had 3 interceptions, and the thing is, you're not gonna win in the playoffs, especially in the NFC, without top tier quarterback play.
I do agree with that.
I mean, the last 3 games, he has 6 interceptions. He's not playing well, and he hasn't been playing good teams. I mean, the Ravens are one of the most injured teams in the league. The Vikings are just not good. They're just not good.
Yeah.
And the Seahawks are also not good, and all those games have been close, and Matt Stafford has not played well in any of them. So they're just dropping because of his level of play in the most important position in the NFL. So that's the
Yep.
only reason I got them low. But obviously they have potential to be a top team. If you can get that quarterback play out of Stafford that he was showing in the first, 6 games, I think this is a top team as well. But it's kind of similar to the Cowboys where I have them lower ranked because they're not living up to their potential. So, but we can move on now. We can do our 5-1. Ray, you want to lead us off?
Yeah, sure. So 5, I have the Chiefs at 5. 4, I've got the Tennessee Titans. 3, Bucks. 2, Rams, and Packers at 1.
Okay. So yeah, I mean we got similar teams in there. I'm with you. With Derrick Henry coming back, man, I've got the
Yeah,
Titans up
dude.
there. I mean, how could you not? They're the number 1 seed in the AFC, and Derrick Henry's been out half the season. I mean, what? Dude, I
I
was I
mean,
was hating on them the whole season for reasons like Derrick Henry getting injured, and they're still winning games.
aren't they like 6-2 against current playoff teams
Yeah,
or something? It's insane.
they've definitely impressed me, and I do like your top 5. Again, reason I have the Rams down low is because of they're not playing up to their potential. But
Right.
I'll give you my top 5. It's pretty similar. I have Bengals at 5, Titans at 4, Bucks at 3, Chiefs at 2, Packers at 1. I
That's
think
good.
our main difference is the Chiefs, of course. I think between 2 and 5. Um, honestly, I think this is one of the closest power rankings since I've started watching football. I feel like between 2 and 10, all of those teams
Yeah.
could be like interchanged. I think Packers
And
are a
add
bona fide
11 or
1.
12 too, to be honest.
Yeah, yeah, you could add the Colts, you could add
Colts.
it's
I mean,
crazy. The Colts could literally I mean they just lost to the Raiders and it
Raiders,
didn't look
whatever
pretty.
that was,
But I mean,
but
dude,
they've
it's
beaten the
crazy.
Patriots, they've beaten the
The Bills,
Cardinals and the
they
Bills.
beat the hell out of the Bills. It wasn't just a beat down. It
Yeah.
was a beat down.
Yeah.
And Niners too, man. You could have Niners at 10. I mean, they've been playing pretty well too, and
Yeah.
they're making the playoffs. Not even
Trey
as a
Lance
7
looked
seed.
good. Trey Lance looked good.
He was throwing darts. It was very
Yeah.
impressive. But I mean, it was against the Texans, so. But
Um,
go ahead.
yeah. No, I just wanted to say I think the Titans are gonna be insanely tough to play against Derrick Henry there.
Oh my, him
And
rested too. Oh,
yeah, I mean, dude, I'm not gonna lie. I think we could honestly have a Titans Packers Super Bowl. I could see that.
yeah. I
I could
mean,
definitely see it. I don't
I
know who's
could.
beating the Packers this year in
Well,
Lambeau. That's my thing.
that's what people say every year, and then Aaron Rodgers goes into the
I
NFC
no, I do
Championship,
agree.
and
But
he
this
just
this
farts
feels
all
like a
over
different
himself.
team. This feels like a different team.
No, that's but the thing is, like this feels like 2019. Like this feels like the 2019 Packers, and
No, yeah, but okay, granted, but the 2019 Packers lost to what was definitely a better Niners team. It feels more like last year, but last year I think the Bucks were better last year than this year.
well, they're
The Bucks are
healthier now.
hobbling into the Bucks are hobbling into the
Yeah,
playoffs.
losing Antonio Brown that way,
Well,
man.
okay, although technically, I don't know if you heard this, he's still on the team.
Yeah, he hasn't been dropped yet. That's
He
true.
has not been really. Who knows? Maybe let the thing blow over and then bring it back for the playoffs.
I mean, I doubt it, dude.
I doubt it too, but
I think that relationship is killed because, I mean, what do you think of those? Let's talk about that. What do you think of the whole situation? There's reports that AB was telling Bruce Arians, "I don't want to go in. I'm not healthy," and Bruce Arians was like, "No, you're playing or you're leaving," and he dipped.
yeah.
I mean, what do you think?
I mean, if that's true, that's definitely messed up and definitely sort of flips the situation there. Um, yeah, obviously you can't have a player going in who's injured. So I don't know what's gonna happen. I mean, if that's true, does he even want to play for him anymore? I don't know. It's weird. Clearly,
What I think is I think that it's dead. He's not gonna play, but they don't want to cut him because they don't want another team getting him. they don't want a playoff team to somehow get
Interesting.
him.
Imagine the Packers pick him up.
Yeah, I mean, well, they have the literal last waiver pick right now, so
Right.
it would more like be a team like the Eagles or Chargers most likely.
Yeah. Ooh,
Um, but I think that's what they don't want. I don't think they want the
that
Eagles to
actually
get
makes
him
sense.
because it's just why would they'll probably drop him after the week 1 of playoffs or something like that. I don't know.
Actually, that's a good point.
Um, but yeah, man, we have a pretty similar top 10. I think we had the exact same teams, just in different orders. I think, obviously Chargers, Colts, Niners, all could be on there. I think that this is like the most competitive NFL season we've had in a long time. I can't remember a more competitive NFL season where I could
Yeah.
see so many different teams in the bowl.
Yeah.
But
There's gonna be some crazy games this year for
oh,
the playoffs.
absolutely. I mean, I bet I guarantee we're gonna have a Super Bowl that nobody expected. I would be willing to bet the Packers don't make it just because that's how Aaron Rodgers does it. He looks
Yeah.
crazy all year, then farts in the NFC Championship and just loses it. So, but let's move on though. We got the NFL awards predictions. These will be our final predictions for the year. Um, there's a few that me and Ray really hit on, and there's a few that we did not hit on at all.
Right.
But let's start with the coach of the year. We started off our predictions. It was Bill Belichick and Brandon Staley. I believe we both stuck with those predictions. Who is your coach of the year in 2021, Ray?
I mean, I think the winner is gonna be Zach Taylor.
Yeah, he's the favorite
Um,
right now, betting.
I would definitely say Zach Taylor, and I would probably give him it as well. I mean, what they've been able to do in a tough division, everyone counted him out from the beginning. He definitely proved a lot of people wrong.
Yeah, I agree. I think that Zach Taylor's done a great job coaching that unit this year. I mean he's the betting favorite right now, so he could win. And he might. I think if they win a playoff game, that might push them a little bit to want to vote him in. Uh, Matt LaFleur could win. I'm gonna go with, however, Mike Vrabel.
I
I
love it.
mean,
I love it.
I mean, Mike Vrabel, he literally has taken this team, who was supposed to be an offensive powerhouse behind AJ Brown, injured half the year, Julio Jones injured over half the year, and Derrick Henry injured half the year, and they're the number 1 seed in the AFC. I think what he's done with that Titans team is the most impressive coaching job of any team in the NFL by far. Like, I hope that he wins it because I think he deserves it more than anyone else. No one has had to fight through more issues than Mike Vrabel this year, especially after losing Arthur Smith and everyone just counted him out because they thought Arthur Smith was the powerhouse of that team. Turns out he wasn't.
Yep.
So I think Mike Vrabel's third in odds right now, but I do agree. I think Zach Taylor's the favorite just because of this recency bias and how the Bengals just beat the Chiefs in Arrowhead. It's a pretty impressive win, hard to do. But let's move on to comeback player of the year. Believe it or not, both of our picks are 1 and 2 right now. You pick Joe Burrow, I pick Dak. I'm assuming you're staying with Burrow.
Yeah, I'm gonna stay with Burrow. I think what he's done has been a little more impressive. He has more like yards than Mahomes in almost 100 less pass attempts. What him and Jamar Chase together have done, and don't forget T. Higgins and Tyler Boyd. Joe Burrow looks amazing, man. He's taking over this league, and I'm so happy for him. Dak's done really well too, and I think the thing with Dak is it's more of the comeback team for him rather than him individually. Although, I mean, they need him obviously, but for me personally, I'll give it to Joe Burrow. But there's no wrong reason for giving it to Dak either.
Yeah, I mean I could see it going either way, but um I do think Dak deserves it more. Last year, everyone saw the Cowboys and how awful they were without him. When he left, they were 2 and 3 when he got injured, and he came back, and they only won 4 games in the year and lost 7 more. And now they're an 11-5 team this year, and it really just show how much Dak brings to the table. However, when Burrow, he started 10 games last year, and he
Yeah.
went 2-7-1 in them. So I feel like rather than comeback player of the year, them going from 2-7-1 with Burrow to the number 1 seed in the AFC North, I think that really shows how influential and how much of an impact Jamar Chase and Zach Taylor have been this year. more so than Burrow being the difference maker. Because last year he didn't do good. His team was not winning last year, and now Chase, who has the third most yards after catch in the league. I mean, he had like 195 yards after catch against the Chiefs. Like that is
Hmm.
crazy numbers. I mean,
Hmm.
Burrow is playing fantastic. He has the highest yards per attempt in the league. So I would not be mad at all if he did win it, but I do think that Dak deserves it more. But two great players, two comeback players. A lot of
Yep.
people say Nick Bosa too. What do you think about that?
I think it's interesting. I don't know if he's like made the splash that they have, and because he's not a quarterback, he definitely won't win. But
Yeah.
I think it's definitely I think he's definitely up there for consideration for sure, and I'm glad to see him back.
Yeah. Yeah, me too. So let's move on. The next award at this point, after especially after the last few games, especially after last week, Offensive Rookie of the Year. You picked T Law, I picked Justin Fields. It's not going to be either of them. They both stunk it up, especially T Law. Justin Fields stunk it up, but a little different of a situation. But it's got to be Jamar Chase, right?
I don't see any reason why it's not. I mean, it looked like maybe Mac Jones for a bit, but yeah, it's gonna be Jamar Chase. Dude is unbelievable,
Yeah.
and it's been cool to watch.
Yeah, it's funny. I remember our updated picks. I think it was I don't remember, week 7 maybe. No, it can't be. It was more recent than that. But regardless, you picked Jamar Chase and I picked Mac Jones, and I was like, I believe in Mac Jones. He's gonna come back and have a crazy year, and it looked like it for a few weeks there. But then he kind of slowed down. His efficiency slowed down a lot. His completion percentage dropped. He had a few bad games, and I think Jamar Chase deserves it. I mean, I truly believe that he's been the difference on this Bengals offense that has turned them from like a C team to an A team. Like he's just phenomenal. He's a generational talent. Him and Justin Jefferson, the fact that both of them played on LSU is somewhat unbelievable because they are two of the. I think they're going to be two of the top 5 or top 3 wide receivers come 3 years from now. But let's move on though. We both agreed it's Jamar Chase. I think it will be Defensive Rookie of the Year. I think we're both gonna agree on this one too. Who you going with, Ray?
Yeah, man. For this defensive player, you said, or
Defensive Rookie.
sorry, defensive rookie. Gotta go with Micah. Come on, man. Dude is
Yeah,
dude is playing. Dude is balling. Dude is balling.
yeah. I can't wait to make my case for DPOY because I mean he.
Let's hear it.
I will when we get to it. I don't.
All
I
right,
don't.
all
I
right.
don't. I got a lot to say about that.
I bet you do.
Let's go to Offensive Player of the Year. You pick CMC. I pick Saquon. I think we're both surprised, and I think we both thought it'd be Cooper Cup. But come the second half of the season, JT really took over. Are you going with JT or Cup?
AT or Cup, man. Dude, here's the thing, dude. I think if I were voting, I'd probably give it to Cooper Cup. I'm not even kidding.
Really?
But yeah, I think. But I think Jonathan Taylor's probably gonna win it.
Yeah, I think he will, and I think he should. Cup is playing slot, and I mean, I'm not trying to discredit anything he does because he's an absolute top 3 wide receiver in the league right now. What he's doing is incredible, but I think what Jonathan Taylor is doing is more incredible. He's got 2,000 yards from scrimmage, 100 less than Derrick Henry with the game to play. He could have more yards from scrimmage than Derrick Henry did last year, and I think that he absolutely deserves it. I mean, it's in an era like now where it's just such a throw heavy league, and it's really hard to have a huge run game like that, and he's not even built like Henry, and he's doing incredible things. I don't see anyone else winning it. I mean, I guess if Cup breaks the record for most receiving yards in a season, maybe he deserves it, I guess, but I think that JT has been a just the best offensive player outside of quarterbacks this year. But definitely go either way.
Yeah.
Okay, let's move on. Ray, Defensive Player of the Year, our first pick. You picked TJ Watt. Week 1, or no, before week 1, you picked TJ Watt. Phenomenal pick. He was second in votes last year. I picked Miles Garrett. It looked like Miles Garrett was going to win it about halfway through the season, but he kind of slowed down. That Browns team really slowed down altogether about halfway through the season. But
Yep.
are you sticking with TJ?
Which, by the way, I predicted they wouldn't make the playoffs. But it's actually funny though that the guy who actually has a like an outside chance, the best chance to overcome TJ Watt is actually on your team, and you didn't pick him. I don't think even you thought Michael Parsons was going to be
Oh,
that
I
good.
mean, nobody did. Nobody thought
Yeah,
Micah Parsons was going to do this.
I had a feeling he was going to be freaking good though, man. He
Oh,
took,
I did too. I thought he was going to be the defensive rookie of the year, but I did not
yeah,
think he was going to be up there, the number one linebacker in the league.
right. Yeah, I mean, I'm going TJ Watt. The dude is insane. He's what, a one sack away from breaking Michael Strahan's record. So
Yeah.
he had 4 sacks against the Browns. I mean, the guy's literally insane. I think he's better than his brother.
Yeah.
I think he's better than his brother. Even as I mean, his brother was insane in his prime, but dude, TJ Watt's on another level. Let's hear Michael Parsons, though, man. Let's hear it.
All right. Why Micah Parsons should win DPOY? Number one, he's the highest graded linebacker in the league. Highest graded, best linebacker in the league. He's the highest graded pass rusher in the league.
Okay.
He's the highest pass rush win rate against a double team in the league. Which, oh wait, sorry, only at edge, not again. Aaron Donald is higher, all overall, but at edge he's the highest rated. Sorry, that's like a tongue twister. The highest rated win rate against the double team. It's a sentence and a half. He has 6 more tackles for a loss than T.J. Watt, whose team is, by the way, one of the worst run defenses in the league. The Steelers are one of the worst run defenses. Um, Out of Aaron Donald, T.J. Watt, Myles Garrett, and Micah Parsons, he has the highest pressure rate, the highest QB hits, and not to mention in coverage, he's a top 3 linebacker in every stat. He's top 3 in every stat from reception allowed to passer rating allowed, and he's the only linebacker with I think 200 plus yards in cover plays in coverage that has not given up a touchdown.
That's impressive.
So, being the literal best pass rusher in the league, grade like PFF grade wise, he also
Right.
is a top 2 linebacker in the league in coverage.
Yeah,
Like I
that's
mean,
insane.
that's just insane versatility, and being out of a rookie, I think they have to give him the nod over TJ Watt because the only thing statistically that TJ Watt is doing better than Micah Parsons is sacks. And half of Micah Parsons half of his plays are in coverage.
Right.
He's not even pressuring or going for a sack. I mean, he could break the rookie sack record. Although I think he is sitting out this week, unfortunately, so I don't think he
Oh,
will.
really?
Yeah, I
Oh, too
saw him
bad.
tweet just when I was on Twitter right before the pod. He tweeted like, "Sorry, I'll see you all in the playoffs," something like that. And people are like, "Don't worry, rest up, King." Like that. So I didn't see a report,
Oh, he
but
got put on COVID list.
oh, he did. Okay, well
Yeah, that's right. I saw that today.
that sucks. Yeah, I haven't been on Twitter all day long, so I haven't been keeping up with like any news. But yeah, man, I think because of his versatility and him being a rookie, like they just have to give him the nod over someone who literally is only better at sacking this season. TJ Watt is obviously a phenomenal player and one of the best players in the league on either side of the ball. But I think Micah Parsons has been a better defensive player, not to mention his team is making the playoffs on the back of a defense that's been carrying. The Steelers are not making the playoffs and their defense has not been good. So I think you have to give Micah Parsons the nod. Thoughts?
I mean, I think it's a compelling argument. I'm still going with TJ Watt, but it's definitely a cool argument, and
I hope he
I wouldn't
wins.
be mad. I wouldn't be mad at all if they gave it to Michael Parsons. I'll put it that way.
Yeah, and honestly, I wouldn't be mad if they give it to TJ Watt. He's having an incredible season, and I think he did get gypped last year. So, whatever. Michael Parsons, I guarantee he will get a
He will win
DPOI.
one.
Yeah, he
He will
will.
win one. He will win one
I have
someday.
a feeling he's going to be the new Aaron Donald in terms of dominance and in terms of
I
like
mean,
stature.
dude, he might, in terms of everything, he's going to be more popular and better than Aaron Donald, in my opinion.
Oh, you're
It's
gassing him.
ridiculous.
Okay.
No,
Yes,
he's actually
sir.
so good.
Yes, sir. All right. I love it. It's unbelievable. Something I know people probably don't care about Cowboys talk, but dude, the amount of talent that the Cowboys have drafted, all of their top players except for Amari Cooper are drafted. The entire offensive line, which is one of the best in the league, was drafted. The CD Lamb, Michael Gallup, Micah Parsons, Trevon Diggs, Dalton Schultz, Dak Prescott, Zeke, Tony Pollard, all of them are drafted. This entire team was drafted. I mean, I can't think of a team that has drafted a more talented team. It's incredible, dude. I'm so glad we got Micah. As good as Patrick Surtain was, I'm so glad the Broncos took him ahead. It's just sorry. I have to
I
just
mean,
rant
goodness,
sometimes.
we took We freaking took J.C. Horn. We should have taken Micah Parsons.
Well, yeah, I mean, everyone's saying that now. It's just one of those hindsight things.
Right.
But as a Cowboys fan, you just feel lucky that other teams didn't take him, and that Patrick Surtain, who the Cowboys would have taken, did get taken right in
Right.
front of us. So,
Right.
but let's
Who's
talk.
not bad either, by the way.
Oh no, he's phenomenal. He's been playing amazing. That's what's
Right.
crazy. It's like either way, I probably would be happy. But let's move on to most valuable player, MVP. Ray, last time we talked about this, we both first of all we both picked you picked Herbert, I picked Dak. Both of them are not winning. They're not even close. But we did think it was gonna be Tom Brady last time we talked about this. What do you think now?
I mean, I think it's going to be Aaron Rodgers winning it. And I would vote for Aaron Rodgers as well.
I
I
agree.
think that's just who I would give it to. I mean, the dude's playing out of his mind. I'd say probably Brady second. I don't
Yeah,
know. I'd probably give it.
it's got to be Brady
Yeah,
second.
yeah, it's got to be Brady second.
Then
What Brady's
maybe, then maybe
what?
JT.
Yeah, yeah. So yeah, I'll say Rodgers.
Yeah, I like it. I'm with you. I don't think it's up for debate. I mean, Tom Brady has more passing touchdowns, more passing yards, but the efficiency and level of play since week one, if that week one matchup, which was obviously now we understand a complete fluke against the Saints, if that didn't happen, man, can you imagine what his stats could look like? It would literally be, it could have been one of the most efficient and highly rated QB seasons of all time. It's He's been playing at such a high level. It's kind of gross because I hate his mullet, but whatever, man. A-Rod MVP. I think we're ready to move on. That should conclude the NFL awards. Anything else you want to touch on, Ray?
That's it.
All right. We are moving on to the Week 18 predictions. The first ever Week 18 predictions because this is the first ever Week 18 of the
I
regular
love it.
season. Um, Last week you went 13-3. You had a good week. I went
Let's go.
11-5.
All
So
right.
I'm
Still
now
not bad.
yes, sir. No, I mean yeah, I didn't think I did that well until I just counted it up. Um, but yeah, so it brings your record to 163, 91-1, and it brings me to 166, 88-1. So, with how unpredictable the season is, almost a 2-1 win-loss ratio, that's
That's
pretty
not
good.
bad.
That's
That's
pretty
not bad.
that's pretty good. I mean, if we put $5 on every game, we'd be profiting heavily.
Yeah.
So,
Wait. Say that again. So you're up 3.
I'm up 3 right now. Yes, sir.
Okay.
So, I mean, there's a lot of most of these games are pretty clear cut, Ray. You're gonna have to pick an underdog or two, I think, uh, to win this week. However, I did pick a few underdogs. So, but yeah, I think you could take it, man. We flipped back and forth. I like that we stayed pretty similar the whole way through. Made it more interesting.
Yep.
But let's go get right into it, man. We got Chiefs at Broncos on Saturday afternoon. Who's winning this game, Ray?
All right, Chiefs Broncos, man. I've got the Chiefs winning this one over the Broncos. I
No.
think it. Yeah, I know, really. I don't not really much to say. I don't think the Broncos can take that. Chiefs are playing for the number 1 seed, and yeah,
10.5 point spread, man. What do you think?
10.5, dude. I'd probably go Chiefs, to be honest. It's Drew Lock, right?
Yeah, it's Drew Lock. Teddy
Yeah,
on
I'd probably go
IR.
Chiefs.
You know, I have a feeling that the Chiefs will come out in like the first half and score like, 25 plus, maybe 24. And then in the second half really take their foot off the pedal, maybe run Darrell Williams and what's that guy's name? Something Gore? Whatever. Their third string running back, Gore is his last name.
Is that Frank Gore's son?
I don't think so.
Okay.
I've watched their games, I've never heard them say that, so I don't think it's his
Okay.
son. But I think they'll take their foot off the pedal and really just run the ball a lot with their backups and probably have like Blake Bell instead of Kelsey. So I don't think they're gonna cover that 10 point spread. If they're up 24-7 at the half, I don't see why they would, keep their foot on the pedal and risk, their starters and their best players. So give me Chiefs 24-17. I like Broncos 10.5, but I probably won't touch the game because you kind of want to stay away from games like this week in betting. But did you have a score prediction?
No, I didn't.
What do you think it's gonna be?
I will go with 27-12. Chiefs win.
4 field goals. That's your prediction? No
Nah,
touchdowns?
they're gonna like go for 2 or something and miss it twice. I don't know. Something like that.
I like it. All right, let's move on to the Saturday night game. Cowboys at Eagles. Right, I'm curious. What do you think of this Eagles team?
Dude, yeah, they sort of came out of nowhere. I will say I've been really impressed with Jalen Hurts. and their defense, they're playing solid. I do think they're gonna get probably like lose by like 2 or 3 touchdowns in the playoffs, but hey, they're good enough for the playoffs, and I'm excited for them. It's gonna be fun to watch. I'm always down to see like a random team you didn't really expect to get in. So I'm excited for this Eagles team, man. I don't think they'll beat the Cowboys. I think the Cowboys are gonna win this game. The Cowboys sitting Dak?
No,
Okay,
because they're
yeah.
playing for seeding, and they have the Cowboys playing on Saturday, so they can't see if the Rams lose
Right. So
and
they're just
whoever
gonna
the
go
hell
all
else
out. Yeah, I'm
yeah.
I'm going Cowboys winning.
Score?
And honestly, the Eagles might sit people because they're guaranteed to make the playoffs.
Yeah. What's score prediction?
Score prediction 28-17 Cowboys win.
28-17. I like it. So you take that 7.5 point spread.
Yeah, I would. Yep.
Let me tell you right now, the Eagles are the most fraudulent team in the playoffs, and it's
Oh
not
man.
even close. I mean, it's
Oh
not even
man.
close. Look, this team has 9 wins, right? 9 wins. Okay, let's look at these wins. So they played the Washington football team, won twice. They played the Giants, won twice. That's 4 of their wins. Their other wins consist against these teams: the Jets, the Lions, the Falcons, the Panthers,
Hey.
and the Saints.
Yeah. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. They don't
That
feel like,
is the most fraudulent 9 wins. This team has the weakest strength of wins in the NFL, and it's not even close. It, it's truly sickening seeing people on Twitter saying how this Eagles team is set up for a great future when they've literally beat all their wins are against quite literally the worst teams in the NFL.
Yeah, for sure.
And if they play the Packers, or sorry, if they play the Rams in the first round of the playoffs, Rams, Bucks, whatever, they will probably lose by 30 plus.
Right.
I'm not even they will lose by 30 plus, dude. The
Yeah.
Cowboys beat them by 35. And the
Right.
Cowboys are probably not better than the Rams or Bucks. But who knows? Maybe Jalen Hurts. He didn't practice this week. I don't think he's gonna play into the Cowboys. They might sit him. I do like Cowboys 7.5, but I don't think I'm gonna bet on it because I'm worried about teams resting certain players. Also there's a huge COVID breakout with the Eagles. They're like down to like Kenneth Gainwell. That's it.
Mm.
And all these players got put down on Monday for COVID, and they play on Saturday, so they won't even get relieved off it, right? Because it's 5 days, and it has to be the day before that you test negative. So I don't know. I think Cowboys slash this Eagles team. Obviously, 35-17 is my score prediction. Let's move on to two teams that are just awful. Football team at Giants. Who you got, Ray?
Football team at Giants. I actually went back and forth on this one a little bit because, like, the Giants kind of want to win a game for Joe Judge, or Joe Judge wants to win the game here.
They are
But
not going to win a game.
I just the thing, dude. Like, I actually don't think Jake Fromm is as bad as Mike Glennon, but I don't know. I'm still gonna go Washington football team here. I know I need upsets, but I'm just gonna
Yeah,
take an L if I
this is not
pick the
your
Giants.
upset, buddy. This is
This is
not it.
not my upset, right?
No. Yeah, dude. I think the Giants are one of the worst teams in the NFL, but it's not because like right now. They're one of the most injured offenses
They're
on the
literally
NFL.
the
They
Giants are
have
literally the Panthers.
whoa, that's disrespectful.
We're both horrible. It's the same. It's the same team.
I
Both the same
think
team.
no. I
Well,
think the
okay, okay, good. You're right. The Giants are better. They beat us 25-3.
Oh, well, I was gonna say the Panthers are better, but
I know you are. I
I
know.
think the
I think we
Panthers
are
are a
too. But
QB away from being a really good
we're
team.
also an offensive line away. It's horrible.
Yeah, true. But
We gave up
you guys
9.
are just a few pieces from being a really good team. I think the Giants are a far way away.
Competent coach, but yeah. Go ahead. Go ahead. Go ahead.
The turntables. Yeah, I'm with you, man. Football team wins this. It's a 7 point spread. Who you think covers?
7-point spread. I'd probably go Washington.
Yeah, they cover. So I agree. I think 27-14 is a good score. Jake Fromm did not look great. I have one of his rookie cards autoed, so I need him to pop off because yeah, he's an investment, so he better pop off this week. But I think we're seeing eye to eye there. Let's move on to a game that could have been interesting, but it's probably gonna stink because Bengals are gonna rest their starters. Bengals at Browns. Who do you got, Ray?
Hey man, Brandon Allen versus Case Keenum. I'm excited.
Wait, is
Um.
Baker not playing?
Yeah, he's out. He's gonna have surgery.
Oh, I didn't even
Yep.
know that.
Yep. And for that reason, I'm going to be going with the Cincinnati Bengals.
Dang,
Brandon
that's
Allen.
close, man.
I'm not gonna lie, I was going with the Bengals regardless, even with Brandon
I
Allen. They're
didn't
beating they're
know
beating the Browns.
I didn't know that Baker Mayfield was playing, but Case Keenum is the leading passer in college football. He's got potential.
He's the miracle in Minneapolis thrower.
Oh, yeah, he is.
To Stephon Diggs. That was Case Keenum.
Okay, and Joe Mixon has COVID-19.
First of all, okay, Case Keenum right now is better than Baker Mayfield because Baker's hurt. That's not even no, that's not even like me being
Possibly.
mean.
You
Baker
know,
looks horrible right now.
he did. Oh, that was so hard watching because the
Like
thing is he had
16 through
such a
34.
dude, he had such a good year last year, and then
I
this year
know.
he's just stunk it up, and people are like saying the Browns should trade him, and like, dude, he literally like that hit in week, I think it was week 2, right, where he tore his what did he tear? His what's it called? The
The
shoulder labor?
plantar fascia?
No, it's in his shoulder. It's his labrum or something like that.
Oh, okay. I don't know.
Whatever. But I mean, dude, I think that Baker's gonna come back hot next year and play like he did last year rather than this year. Um, but he has stunk it up this season. Brandon Allen probably is better than an injured Baker. And to keep it interesting, give you that chance of winning, I'll take the Browns. This should be a
Hey.
meat show of a game. It looks like there's weather as well, some rain predicted. So,
Okay.
yeah, give me Browns 24-20 over the Bengals. Two backup quarterbacks. I like that. All right, let's move on. Got Steelers at Ravens. Ray, where's this game going?
Steelers Ravens should be good, dude. I could almost go back and forth with both these teams. They both still have a shot at making the playoffs. So it's interesting. I'm not sure on the Lamar status, but I think regardless, I'm going to go with the Pittsburgh Steelers winning this game. I'll say 28-25.
You know, um, it's crazy. It's a 5.5 point spread in favor of the Ravens right now. And I'm with you. I think that the Steelers win this game. It's Big Ben's last game ever.
Yep.
Um, the Ravens have looked pretty good, but it also has weather, and I think that this Pittsburgh team is built to play in weather. I mean, Najee Harris is a man. Did you see that stiff arm on Monday Night Football, dude? He
Oh, dude,
played
that was insane.
phenomenal. 189 yards, 200 plus from scrimmage, man. A
I mean,
tutty.
quietly, he could also be Rookie of the Year. Like, not even kidding
Yeah, I mean,
for offense.
I
I
think
mean, if Jamar,
if the Steelers were a better team,
right.
you're right.
Dude, people haven't been paying attention. He's actually had an insane season.
I mean, he's got 1,100 rushing yards and a handful of touchdowns. It's just that
Yep.
they're not a good team, so nobody cares. I mean, and also the Steelers style where he gets 25 carries a game and 100 yards a game is less flashy than Jamar Chase literally stunting on everybody. Downfield blocking, the third most yards after catching the league. I do think Jamar Chase is a generational talent, and I don't know if Najee Harris is a generational talent. So I do like that Jamar Chase is the favorite there. But anyways, yeah, I'm with you. I think I like Steelers money line this game. It's 5.5 point spread. Steelers money line is, let me find it, plus 200. So I like that. I'm gonna take that for sure. Give me Steelers 23-20 over the Ravens. Did you say a score prediction?
28-25.
I like it. Okay, let's move on. We got a really good game in the NFC North. Packers at Lions. Packers will probably be resting their starters. What are your thoughts, Ray?
Packers Lions, dude. I don't really care if the Packers are resting their starters. I'm still going Packers win this game. I'll say 30-20.
Yeah, I'm with you, man. I don't see them losing. Um, Even if Jordan Love is playing, I think they still win. I think they should play Jordan Love, honestly. See what he's got. Obviously, I do not want them to rest Devontae Adams because I have him in my championship league, but I think they're going to, and I think I'm gonna have to bench Devontae Adams. Uh, so that's unfortunate, but I think they still win. Give me Packers 2017 over the Lions. Not gonna bet on this game. It's too scary, right? Let's move on.
Yeah.
Let's move on to one of the most important games of the week for the Colts. Colts and Jags, they have to win this game to make playoffs. Ray, they taking it down?
Yeah, man. The Jags aren't winning this. Although if they did, wouldn't it be funny if the Chargers and Raiders just kneel down the whole game? Which, as a coach, definitely if you're the Raiders coach, I'm going over to Brandon Staley if I'm in that situation and saying, you want to actually make a pact and just kneel down. You know what
Yeah.
I'm saying? And people were like, oh, what if Okay, listen, hold on. I just want to raise this topic for a second. Let's talk about it.
Yeah, go ahead, go
So
ahead.
let's say the Jaguars beat the Colts, right? Will not happen. Colts are going to win 27 to like 10 or something. I don't know, whatever. The Colts are going to win. But let's say the Jags win and the Chargers Raiders come out. People, you're just going to punt the ball on fourth down. So people were like, oh, well, what if they just kick the field goal? Like, no, you just punt the ball away. So there'll never be a chance for somebody to try to finesse. I don't know.
Yeah,
That's what I would do.
I
I
don't I
think
don't think
they
that'll
should.
happen. I don't think anyone would ever do that. Any coaches would ever go through with it. I think it would
Oh,
piss the NFL off
I mean, who
because
cares?
it's a
What are they gonna do?
it's a Sunday night football game.
Oh
Well,
yeah,
as you know this, the NFL is powerful and they can make teams' lives hell. Look at the, the Pats with Deflategate and stuff like that. Like, come on, man. Like they if Roger Goodell is mad at you, he can make your team's life hell. So,
yeah. He is a freak.
I don't think that they would ever do that. I also don't. I want to see that game. I want to see those teams battling out for a playoff spot because I think that'll be one of the best games of the year. Darren Waller will be back off COVID, and before that he was sitting out because of an injury, and I think it could be a really, really interesting competitive game. And I think Derek Carr needs this. He needs this W, and I would really honestly like. Wait, we're gonna talk about that later. Now that I think about it. Yeah, we'll get into that later. That game later. That's the Sunday night game. It'll be the last game we talk about. But yeah, that would be interesting. I hope they don't punt it away because I want that game. But Colts Jags, you have Colts obviously. I have Colts obviously. Give me Colts 45-15. I'll
Yes.
probably take that -16 because the Jaguars are awful, and I think the Colts are just gonna run up the score. That's just what they do. Let's move on to another NFC North matchup between the Bears and the Vikings. It's in Minnesota. Where's this game going, Ray?
Bears Vikings, dude. I mean, Kirk Cousins is back, man. I'm gonna say Vikings win. Probably last game for Matt Nagy.
Yeah.
I just think the Vikings are more offensively talented. They
Last game
got
for
really
Mike Zimmer
unlucky.
too.
Yeah, well, possibly, right?
No, they not. They someone tweeted
Oh,
the
really?
yeah sports update Twitter tweeted today.
Well, there you go. All right.
Per source, Mike Zimmer's last game, or maybe it was yesterday, but yeah, Mike Zimmer and Matt Nagy last game.
That's gonna be crazy.
What's your score prediction?
I'm gonna say 31-23. Vikings win.
Yeah, I got Vikings 35-17. I think Vikings -3.5 is one of the best bets on the week.
Facts.
That seems like a really small spread for the teams competing. I mean, the Bears have won 2 weeks in a row, right? But
Yeah.
they haven't looked convincing. It's been Andy Dalton. I think Kirk Cousins and the Vikings are a much better team than the stinky Bears. But let's move on to an AFC South matchup: the Titans at the Texans. Now, the Texans already beaten the Titans once this year, and something weird about the Titans is they really do play to their level of their opponent. So I think this could be a sneaky, interesting game. What do you think, Ray?
Yeah, no, for sure. This could be interesting. No, I'm sorry. You said Falcons Saints or Titans Texans?
Titans, Texans.
Oh no, this will be a blowout. 42-10. Titans will win this game. Titans are playing for number
No.
1 seed. This will not be close.
The Texans already beat them, Ray.
I do not care. The Titans blew out a very good Dolphins team 34-3. They're blowing out this Texans team. I do not care. And by the way, Davis Mills has looked good.
Yeah, he is.
He,
And
he might be their starter next year.
yeah, I mean
But
maybe.
yeah, but no, Titans are blowing the frick out.
I mean, I think they win. I don't think they blow them out because, like I said, the Titans play at the level of their opponent. They play
This
good
is
against
true.
good teams and bad against bad teams. That's just how they are. It's weird. They don't have Derrick Henry back. AJ Brown is playing, and so is Julio. I could see this game being close. Give me Titans 27-24. I'm probably not gonna bet on this game. It's a 10-point spread. Yeah, keep me away from that. If I was gonna take a team, it'd be Texans though. So let's move on to the NFC South matchup, the first one. Uh, Saints at Falcons. Where's this game going, Ray?
All right, man. Here we go. Everyone's saying, Saints, they need to win. They need the Niners to lose, which, by the way, people aren't talking about this, by the way. Everyone's expecting the Niners kind of in the playoffs, but the Niners are playing the Rams, who are one of the top teams. I mean, the Saints could easily make the playoffs. And not only do I believe the Niners will beat the Rams, the Rams will beat the Niners, but I think the Saints will fall short.
You think they're gonna lose?
I think they could have won this game and make the playoffs, but they're going to lose to the Falcons. Falcons going to win 28-27, last second field goal, Young Hoku.
Okay,
Last
there's your
second field
upset you
goal.
had to pick. Your
Last second
first
field goal.
upset.
Falcons beat the Saints.
Not a chance. That Falcons team stinks. They're awful. They are the so fun fact. They had the smallest point differential of any 4-12 team of all time last year.
Interesting.
It was minus 16. And now they have the worst score differential of any 7-team win of all time the very next year. The Falcons have 7 wins and they are like minus 150. I mean, how the hell does that even happen?
Yeah.
They're awful. They are an awful team. I don't even know how they got 5 wins. Give me Saints all day, 27-14. Love Saints -4. Will be taking it.
All right.
Let's move on to our first NFC West matchup of the day. We got Cardinals versus Seahawks in Arizona. Ray, where's this game going?
I'm actually think this could be an interesting matchup. Seahawks just put up a 50 burger.
DK
Wait, it was against
Metcalf.
a trash team though, right?
Yeah, it was against the Lions.
Yeah. Okay. You said no Metcalf.
No, I said Metcalf's back, man. He went
It was
off last
back.
week.
Yeah. I think this could be a close game. I'm gonna go with Cardinals win the game because I think they're a better team. But I do think in these division matchups and what could possibly be Russell Wilson's last game as a Seahawk, I'm gonna go Cardinals win the game.
What's the score?
I'm gonna go 30-28.
Okay, so you take Seahawks +6.5 then.
Yeah, I like that. I think it'll be a close game.
Interesting. You know, I want the Seahawks to win really bad because Cardinals need to lose, Cowboys need to win. The Cowboys are a seat ahead right now, but just better safe than sorry, am I right?
Right now they play each other, right?
I believe so, actually.
Right, 4 and 5 play each other.
Yeah,
So it'd be a rematch in Jerry World, aka Kyler's World.
No. Whatever, dude.
So
Give me
good.
Cards though. I like the 6.5 spread in favor of the Cards. I don't think the Seahawks are a good team this year. They've been struggling a lot. Give me Seahawks 31-20 over the Cards. Let's move on to the AFC East matchup. The first one of the day, Jets at Bills. This should be a good game. Where's it going, right?
No, I actually don't think it'll be a good game.
Duh.
Although the Jets, they've looked good. They should have beat the Bucks.
Should have definitely beat the Bucks.
Yeah, I mean the Bills are
I
playing for the
wish they
division.
did, man.
Yeah, dude. But yeah, I'm gonna go Bills win it 32-16 over the Jets.
The spread's 16, right? You taking that -16?
I'm not touching the spread. Division games, I'm not gonna touch the spread
agree.
like that mostly.
Well, yeah, and the thing is, the Bills have shown some awful inconsistency this year. Like this,
They do blow out bad teams though.
Oh, except the Jags.
Yeah, that's true.
Except the Jags, they lose to
Yeah,
them.
but the freaking Jags had the Goach, Urban Meyer then.
That's a good point. Urban Meyer is the difference maker. Maybe the Jets should hire him on a 1-day contract. I'm with you. I think Bills just annihilate the Jets. 40-17. I won't touch the bet just like you because of how inconsistent this Bills team has looked over the weeks. But yeah, let's move on to the second NFC South matchup of the day. If there's any game that I ever want the Panthers to win, it's this one on Sunday, man. Let's go Panthers. What y'all saying again?
Keep pounding.
Keep pounding Tom Brady's butt cheeks. Panthers at Bucks. Ray, will your team win?
Drum roll. No. We're not going to win this game. The Bucks are going to win this game. I would be absolutely shocked if we won this game. I'll put it 33 to like 13 or something.
That's
I don't
great.
know.
We have the exact same score prediction.
33-13?
Yep, that's exactly what I have.
What are the odds of that? What?
1 in a trillion. Well, I mean,
That's crazy.
they won 32-6 last time, so
Right.
we both just gave them we gave them a touchdown and then gave a point as well. So
there you go.
I don't think it's gonna be very different from the first matchup. I think that Bucks -8 is a very easy bet. I mean, unless the Bucks bench starters halfway through the game, like if they're up 28-6 in the first half, they might bench starter or something, you know. But I think it's a free win, really. No offense, Ray. I know it's gotta hurt because
No,
you had
no, none taken, none
you
taken.
had playoff aspirations 4 weeks in, man. You were 3-1. You were
Bro, we
doing
had
that.
the lead on y'all at halftime.
You
Like people forget that we literally were leading the Cowboys at halftime. We're about to be 4-0. Like, ugh, goodness.
Yeah, and then you got smoked by Rain Dakota Prescott. Dude,
And
I
then
would
we
if
choked
that
the Eagles and then choked the Vikings too. We had a 15-3 lead over the Eagles the
yeah,
very next week,
that
which
Eagles
would have
game,
made
I
us four
remember
and one.
I had the it was a 325 game, right? No, it was a
No, it
noon
was a
game.
1 o'clock game, but we were up 15-3 at halftime. There's no reason
Yeah,
why.
I
That's when
remember
it all
that.
unraveled. The Cowboys game didn't unravel. Like whatever, we lost to a good team by a touchdown. Like whatever. But then that's when it unraveled. Anyway.
Yeah, get smoked, kid. All I'm saying, I just want to put this out there. If Dak never got injured this season, he'd be the MVP right now. Write that down.
Ooh, okay, okay.
Let's move on though. We both got Panthers getting blown up by the Bucks. Second AFC East matchup of the day. Pats at Dolphins. This is the last 325 game or 425 game for you, Ray. The Dolphins almost always win at home against the Pats. They always take one game, and they did win week one. Where
Yeah.
is this game going?
They did. They did. And I mean, I would say a lot of people say they're better now, although who knows what happened last week against the Titans. But this Patriots team wants the division too bad. Um, they need the Bills to lose, but I think they'll beat the Dolphins. I don't think the Patriots will lose. Although it'll probably be competitive. I'll say like 19-16. Patriots win a weird one.
I like that. I like that prediction. I think they win by 3 as well. Um yeah, Pats at Dolphins, man. Yeah, give me the Pats all day. 27-24 Pats. I think it'll be a close one for sure. I'm with you on everything. I think Dolphins plus 6.5 is a nice bet because I do think it'll be a little too low scoring for the Dolphins not to cover. But then again, they could come out and fall flat like they did against the Titans. So, but let's move on to the. Sorry, this is actually the last 325 game. Uh, NFC West matchup: Niners at Rams. Where's the game going, Ray?
Niners Rams, man, dude, I could see the Niners winning this. I'm not gonna lie, they're really hungry.
They already beat them
They
once.
know what.
They beat them once, right?
Right, they won't beat them once. I don't know. Something. It's just a feeling I have. Like even though I need to get upsets, but the feeling I have is the Rams are going to beat the Niners, so I'm picking the Rams.
All
So
right.
31-27.
I'm with you, man. I like Rams to win this 35-24. I think that they have to win this. However, Matt Stafford comes out and falls on his face again, man. They're gonna lose.
Mm,
Cup is 136 yards from breaking the record. 137, I think, actually. I think they air it out all game to him. If they don't, they're literally cowards. I'm sorry. If you have a wide receiver 137 yards from breaking the record for most receiving yards, and he doesn't
yeah,
get 25 targets that game,
yeah,
you're Jimmy G or not Jimmy G. Matt Stafford's a scumbag. So
right.
give me Rams. I think they aired out to Cup and really just run the score up. 35-24 Rams. And on to the last game of the day. Ray, I'm gonna let you know right now. We've disagreed on 2 games, which means I'm going to pick the opposite of what you pick for this game.
No, are you actually? You don't
Just
have to do
so
that.
if you can go 3-0, we can tie it on the season.
Oh, that's nice of you. Okay, I mean, I'm going with the Chargers.
All right,
Just, I mean,
Chargers at Raiders, baby. 3-point spread in
uh,
favor of the Chargers.
yeah, I'm going with it. I mean, props to Derek Carr for willing the Raiders to beat the Colts, and they could win this game. They really could, but the Chargers were my Super Bowl pick, and I'm not gonna say they're not gonna make the playoffs. Although they could lose and make it, right? I don't know.
I don't know, man.
I
I've
don't
been
know.
so
Whatever.
busy this past week. I have not been
Yeah,
paying attention
whatever.
to
I don't know.
football.
But yeah, bottom line, I have the Chargers winning this game. I'm actually gonna say 31-25. Chargers win.
All right, you know what that means.
There
Let's go Raiders.
you
I
go.
literally hate the Raiders. They have some of the worst fans, like not in terms of loyalty, but just in terms of just trashiness. They're just the type of fans who can never let another team have like their W, you know? Like you know how
Hmm.
like we can sit here and be like, oh, like I hate the Eagles, but I can be like Jalen Hurts is a really good player. They would never say that. Raiders fans will sit on Twitter and say Mahomes is the worst quarterback in the world. They're literally just haters. It's unbelievable that team and just that their fan base is such haters. And I love the Chargers. I love Brandon Staley. I love Justin Herbert. I really like Keenan Allen. And I really probably want them to win this game. But you know what? I'm picking Raiders to upset Darren Waller coming bike. He's going to win this game for the Raiders and then drop a diss track on Justin Herbert because he actually is a
Wow.
really good rapper. I don't know if y'all
All
have heard
right.
if y'all have heard Darren Waller's music. He goes by D Wall. He actually makes
Oh, I think he's
good music.
decent. Yeah, I think I have heard him actually.
Yeah, he actually makes good music, but how crazy would that be? He pops off for like 150 yards, drops
Would
a
be
diss
insane.
track on some playoff team right before the game. Yeah, man. Give me Raiders. So we disagreed on 3 games, Ray. Should be a fun week. I'm really excited. I'm gonna be moving this weekend, so I might not get to watch much of the games, but I'm still super excited to hear about them and kind of keep track. You got anything else you want to talk about?
Hey, I think that's it, man. That was a action packed.
Yes, sir. It was a longer episode today, but it was a good one. So let's wrap it up. Once again, thank you all so much for sticking around all the way to the end. It's been an incredible NFL season. This will be the last regular season episode we have till next year. Uh, Thank you all so much for listening once again. We're looking forward to the playoffs. Make sure to follow our social medias at Huddle Break on Twitter, Instagram, and TikTok. And once again, thank you for taking a break from the huddle with us.